So...
Wait, hold her like that. I have to do something. Okay. Thank you. Let's see if this works.
Oh my god.
Okay, didn't really work that well. Yeah, I know.
I can hold it.
But maybe...
I'll hold it a little further. Maybe that works. Or... She's on a stool, so I can't really adjust her face. What about this?
Okay, we can just have Fat Gus here with us, like this.
Oh, wow. That looks so funny.
So this is not really perfect, but okay. So we are back at it again. I love that Fat Gus has become the member of our classroom too. I feel like I'm teaching both of you, but I always feel like she knows more than the both of us together. Like she knows everything.
What?
But speaks very little, which goes well with her character. Okay, that's great. Do you think that Hermione would be her favorite character?
Well, I don't know about Ginny, but I think she's a little bit similar to Hermione, but also similar to Harry Potter, but mostly Hermione. So it's kind of like not Hermione, not Harry Potter. Oh, and by the way, just so you know, this is Ron.
I saw it was Ron, but I think that Fat Gus's favorite character is between either Hermione or Harry. I don't think she has a Ron energy about her.
Yeah.
You know?
She's not really wacky. Ron is kind of like Frank's thing. Frank is more wacky and stuff.
That's a good comparison. Very good. So now that we've discussed the preferences of our lovely Fat Gus, maybe we can kind of incorporate what we learned a little bit about the stone. Tell me, let's imagine that Fat Gus... Wait, I have a brilliant idea. Wait. Hopefully this works.
Okay.
Wait. Okay.
I want to take a picture. Oh.
This is just great.
Oh my gosh, what? Oh my gosh. That fits perfectly.
I know. So, if we imagine for a second just there, let's think of Fat Gus possessing the Sorcerer's Stone.
Okay.
The Philosopher's Stone, whatever. What do you think? What would she do? How would she behave? Because that's a lot of power.
Well, she had probably walk to a pile of walnuts and turn them into gold and then brag about the walnuts gold like some kind of rich person amongst the other squirrels. Of course, also her sister Augustine and Rick and Marty, the two pals, and Frank the wacky guy. So then they will be. So she just wants to brag about it because then they would be like very, very, very like, whoa! Fat Gus can turn stuff into gold, and she would also use the Sorcerer's Stone to make herself always be young and beautiful, because I'm pretty sure that's what she would do. And the last thing she'd do is probably to vlog about it. So I have this little thing going on where I use one of my own creations of AI, and the AI is named Nope, and basically it like repeats everything I say. So I just record her, and then she'd say some stuff, and it's kind of like her vlogging, and sometimes, well, the AI doesn't even need to say anything. It just magically seems to be like she's actually saying something like, "Hello, welcome to Fat Gus's vlog. That's me, Fat Gus."
That's perfect. I love that you're using AI for like doing good things, like entertaining yourself, educating yourself. That's very cool. In that sense, I applaud AI. I think it's very good for education and educational purposes, of course. There are some things I don't like about it, but I think it has a positive side that outweighs the bad side. Okay, and that's a very cool thing you do. I think I should try that with some of maybe. I heard that they are gonna start translating what our cats say when they speak, like a cat language.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I think it's great, but you shouldn't use the AI at China here. Its name is Doubao, and it's just a little bit dumb, let's say. So one time I was like asking the AI, I don't know her gender, but I swear her sound is like a female sound, so that's what I'm calling it her. So I asked her about a cat. That type of cat is certainly not a calico cat, and she always says that it's a calico cat. And when I did some research on Google Chrome, I found out that that's actually not a tricolor, the tricolor cat is basically just a calico cat. It's a tuxedo cat. So I was pretty mad that she said it was a tricolor cat, and every time I asked her, she just always has the same answer. It's a tricolor cat. And one time I was like, wait, what's a tricolor cat? She didn't even show me the picture, and she accidentally taught me how to pronounce tricolor cat, even though that's not the cat I'm looking for.
Well, at least you learned something, right?
Yeah.
It's not all lost. Yeah, very good. Okay, well, what I can tell you about AI is that you use it very well, so that's good. You don't have to be like, you understand the limits of it, you know? It's important to understand that it has limits and it's not all, a knowledgeable like presence. Now, let's focus back on the things we were talking a little bit about here. So, as you know, we gave Fat Gus this.
Yep.
And the danger of a dragon. So, dragons breathe fire. You think that this is a threat to not just Hagrid and his hut, but to like Hogwarts? What do you think about that?
Well, if Norbert ends up 100% not trained like some kind of professional police dog, Norbert will probably go into Hogwarts and eat Dumbledore with a whole bite.
I completely agree with you on that one. Training is very important for any kind of animal or reptile, especially dragons, and from very young age. But this kind of a sad picture over here has a statement that Harry and Hermione actually lost 150 house points after being caught after a curfew. How did this make them feel, especially Harry? Do you remember?
It makes him feel really embarrassed and not in the mood for doing any searches of Nicholas Flamel anymore. So it's kind of sad.
It is sad. Did they feel maybe left out from their housemates?
Yeah.
Their groups?
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely.
Agreed completely. It doesn't surprise me. This has a big effect on them because all of the houses are looking forward to potentially winning the House Cup, and this kind of set them back significantly. Which makes Harry feel guilty and not very good about it. Okay, so we've come to a very important section of this. It's the words, the vocabulary, especially if we focus on how we express emotion. So I have some words over here. Interesting words, not very common words. I want you to take a look at all 4 of them and tell me, do you recognize them? Do you know what they mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All of those?
Yeah, like all of it.
Okay, perfect. So the first word, how would you pronounce it?
I would pronounce it as codswallop.
And you would be correct. So it's codswallop. This word you will not hear anywhere. It's a very old British English word, not very used often today. So how would you use it in a sentence, if you don't mind me asking?
I would say Fat Gus and Augustine were talking. Meanwhile, Frank was parachuting himself into the air. Marty was hacking his computer toy, and Rick was trying to fly himself to space with a bunch of balloons tied to his belly. And when Frank said, "I'm gonna get yeeted to space," Augustine said to Fat Gus, Frank is actually pretty confident in himself. I think I would rather describe it as codswallop.
Okay.
Nonsense.
Exactly. It's nonsense. But we use just nonsense today. Nobody says codswallop. Very good example. And this word is it's a light word, you know? It's not a dark word. Do you see it as a dark word?
I don't see it as a dark word. I see it as a humorous word when someone is like doing very funky things. Somebody would say codswallop, even though they're not supposed to say it, because I think pretty much nobody knows about it.
Yes, that's true. But this shows us that people who use this word often come off as a pretty straightforward, not very laid back people. They are like case in point. When I talk, you listen. So this tells us that whoever uses this word in their every day-to-day speech they're very strong characters. They come off as very straightforward. Do you agree?
I agree.
Okay. If we take a look at this word, do you know what it means?
Grope. It means to
Yes.
To like search with your hands. For example, if you like close your eyes and you do this, you're groping.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example,
Yes.
I'm gonna reach for Fat Gus with my eyes closed, and I would use my hand to feel her, and then I would catch her, like that. And she fell.
Perfect, Ivanka. That was a very good explanation. Very vivid and with the help of Fat Gus. I love that.
Yeah.
So, detests. This is a pretty strong. And now, would you agree that this is a dark word?
I would not agree it's a dark word. If like you say it's a very dark word, because it's just a word that describes a person with another person's like how they behave when they see each other, and even though it's kind of like a negative feeling kind of meaning, it still really isn't what I imagine would be dark. I imagine dark, I would say sinister or ghouls. That would be kind of dark.
Okay.
Because those are they just have very scary meanings. So that's what I call dark. Like something that is really scary or just very unsettling.
Okay, very good. So you're relating dark to unsettling emotions and fear, not really with negative emotions and hate, correct?
Yep.
Got it. Okay. We know that Snape and Harry, at this stage of the book, they detest each other. So they really dislike each other. Now, when we move a little bit, we will see this word. How would you say this?
I would see this as a very heartbreaking kind of meaning, because it would really explain why there's a really big water droplet here.
Yes, exactly. So, and how do we pronounce this? What do you think? Wow, beautiful.
Ruefully.
Perfect. It is ruefully. Very good. So this is an adverb, and it says that somebody feels, as you perfectly described, very sad. So regretful, or kind of feeling of remorse for doing or not doing something. Perfect. We have a cute example over here. Shouldn't lost me temper, he said ruefully. So that was very good. These 4 words will follow us, so it's good we discussed them. Now, the author's toolkit, yet again, we come to this part. The secret code of magic. We like magic, you and I, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's take a look at these words over here. I will underline them.
Petrified, transfigured, and small. Oh.
Try adding the I as the 3rd word. Third letter. Abysmal.
Abysmal. Okay.
Good. So, do you know this word? Abyss?
No.
So imagine a void, right? Imagine a huge void anywhere, a big hole without the bottom. Something that has no limits, no limitations. It's often is described as very dark and endless. We call that abyss.
Okay.
Okay, so let's take a look kind of at the meaning. Very good that Greeks described it as a bottom. In this day and age, we call it a bottomless hole, like a hole with no bottom. Look at this. Neville scraped through his exams, his good herbology mark making up for his abysmal potions one. What does this sentence mean?
This sentence means I think you would prefer me to say Neville, like, looked through his exams and his good biology mark was covering up for his very terrible potions exam one.
Very good. For example, I really like using the word abysmal when I want to show like a very, very huge contrast. For example, I could say the difference between Harry and Malfoy was abysmal. So I want to really point out that they are very different. Could you tell me, can you name two things that have an abysmal difference?
Well, I can say up and down. Up.
Good,
and down.
correct. Yes. What about people? Do we know anyone that has a huge contrast between characters?
Dumbledore and Voldemort.
Perfect example. So when we say that the difference between them is abysmal, we wanted to really point out that they are opposites. So as you can see, abyss and abysmal are often used to really point out the vastness of something, the greatness of something, whether it be a difference or something bad or something good. Even we use abyss or abysmal to point out the greatness of that. Are you able to grasp kind of the concept of this word?
Yeah.
I'm really glad to hear that. We discussed this word, didn't we? This root and this word over here.
Mm-hmm.
What can you tell me about it?
So you turn something into something through magic. Like, I'm gonna make an example, and I'm just gonna erase that line right away. Okay, there you go. So, for example, this is Fat Gus, right? And when you,
yes.
For example, I'm just gonna say I can use magic to turn Fat Gus into a bird. I can't, but I'm just gonna do it because it's an example. So, okay. So, for example, if now you're closing your eyes, and when you open your eyes, like, she turns into a bird. And that's kind of like transfigured.
Yes, a perfect example. Very good. Wow, I almost believed for a second there that you had magic. Wow, okay. So it's very important that you remember this root, because when we see this root, we can kind of think of change. And whenever you see this root in any word, you will know that something is about to change. Okay. Very well. I think this word over here is pretty easy for you to understand. Am I right?
Yep.
So petrified is just feeling of intense fear or shock.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. This is a good picture for that. Somebody turned to stone because they were very scared.
They're very scared?
Okay.
but it doesn't look like it, because it looks more like a real stone made.
It does.
Guy.
You are correct there, because this is probably a gargoyle. I will explain that in the next class.
Okay.
Okay, so we finished with the slide 7. Any questions?
Nope.
Okay, I will see you next week, okay?
Okay.
Have a beautiful day and weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Okay, see you next Monday.
See you.
Thank you. See you.